Oh my goodness. I was just filming my December favorites video and guess who rang my bell? FedEx. And they were bringing... Oh. And that was the brush. Beautylish came to my door and guess what they brought me? Our Wayne Goss Holiday Brush for 2018. Thank you, Jacqueline, for reaching out via text to ask if I wanted to pre-order. I was like, yes. I think I pre-ordered this on Tuesday. It's Friday. They're not playing around. They wanted me to have this right away. I'm so excited. I didn't even do a proper intro. Forgive me. If you want to take a look at the new Wayne Goss Holiday Brush for 2018, then just please keep on watching. If it's your first time here, welcome to Kinky Sweat, a platform where I share all things movement and beauty. Head over to my Instagram to see a lot of my movement content and my website if you are in NYC and want to take a class. Ooh. Wow. Here it is. 48. I'm sorry. This is soft. Don't kill me. I know I didn't wash it first. I don't want to wait. Okay, I don't want to wait. See how it goes. I saw Wayne's video on his channel last night talking about his brush, what you can use it for, mediums across the board, liquid, cream, and powder. So I thought today could apply a little bit of foundation, maybe some powder, blush, highlight, and bronze and see how this goes. This is limited edition. I believe it's still currently in stock, and they also sell this with both the face bundle and the eye bundle. So if you don't have any Wayne brushes at all but still want to pick up the holiday brush, you have that option on Beautylish. I want to do a liquid because he mentioned that if you want more of a light finish for the foundation, to use this brush. So I'm going in with the Colourpop No Filter Foundation Liquid in medium dark 145. A little goes a long way, so I'm just taking one pump and we're gonna try to use that for a whole face. I am ready for the challenge, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and then start going on. Ooh, oh, this is fun. I like this. I like this. I love this already. Oh my god. Wow, that's getting it on quickly. It just feels so good on the skin, like lightweight, fluffy. And I feel this is an ideal level of coverage for what foundation, how it's really actually supposed to be applied. I feel typically people apply way too much foundation. They rely on it to provide that coverage, when if you want to cover actual blemishes like the ones I have here, you use concealer to make that happen. How beautiful does that look? Oh my god. That applied the foundation so beautifully. Oh my god, I love this brush for foundation, especially for liquid. Yes. Just out of curiosity, let's see what it does with cream. I have my Coverfx Total Cover Cream Cream Compact in the shade G60. What does that do? Oh, that applies it really nicely too. Oh, we're getting dark. Excuse me. I'm not done yet, weather. All right. Well, that's pretty great. Here's a close-up of the skin, friends. Sorry about the blemishes that I have. I've been picking a little bit. But look at that smooth finish. And it just feels so good. It's like a paddle. Like a paint pack. Like a paintbrush. I'm going to dab on some concealer. I'm not even going to use a brush. I'm just going to do this and use my fingers. I'm gonna use two at the same time so we can get through this. I have a towel on standby, some microfiber one, so very soft. Just lightly wipe to get the majority of the foundation off. And I'm curious to now try a loose powder. So I'm going to go in with my mini Coverfx Perfect Loose Setting Powder. This is in the light shade. And I'm just going to see how this does under the eyes. He also said you could use this brush to wipe away any bake because of its size. It's just really nice to use it for that purpose. But I think this is also great to set your under eyes with. That's nice too, man. I love how it fits under my lash line and just how soft it feels. It doesn't stab the lash line. It doesn't stab anywhere. It's just beautiful. All right, so what can we go in with next? Well, let's go in with some pressed powder. I'm going in with my Custom Makeup Forever palette, and this is actually their HD compact. You know what? Let me just lift and read it to you. That's not the Pro Finish multi-use powder foundation. I'm going to go in with the shade 163. I'm going to use that to set the foundation. My bad, 168. This is actually the shade that I use for the rest of my face. The 163 is what I use for under the eye for a little bit of brightening. So we're gonna go in with this. Look how, like, do you see that action going on? It is so just, it feels flawless. It feels easy. Like, I mean, you can't get better than this, man. I love this brush to apply powder with. And you know I love my Sonia G Face 1. If you're really gonna like buckle it down to like which one is worth getting, if you love this size of a brush, then yeah, definitely get the Holiday from Wayne. But I just love how it can do this, and it buffs the product just beautifully into the skin. But I also believe because the bristles are longer and just the brush itself is not as tightly packed, it's going to give you with a lighter finish, lighter coverage. I feel ideal if you don't like to wear a lot of makeup, but you feel like you can't just get the level of coverage you're trying to achieve, that it always looks too heavy and too textured. Man, this is going to lay down product perfectly and still look lightweight on the skin. I apply the powder and look how beautiful that looks. Oh, that is great. We're looking good. What I'm really looking forward to now is the bronzer. I also, oh, I should have had my sculpting stuff on. Do I have my sculpting powder? I grabbed my artist sculpting powder from Makeup Forever. This is in another custom palette that they have in this shade. I believe it's S166. 116, too many sixes. He mentioned that you can use this to create a really sharp contour line. Not that I usually wear a sharp contour line, but I'm just curious to see how it diffuses it. So I'm gonna dip into this shade, maybe a little bit of that one, and see what we have. Oh yeah, that's sharp. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa. But not too bad though. It looks good. It looks good. I could see how this is very sharp because the way the bristles shape into that, it almost comes into like a thin taper, so it's not going to be very densely packed. It's not going to be as dense as Sonia Sculpt number 2, which I actually use for a contour sometimes. I just carefully graze it over the skin so it doesn't lay down so much product. But man, that's not too bad. Let's go in with some bronzer. Let's see how that goes. What bronzer do I have? What bronzer do I have? I just had it. Where is it? Using my NARS bronzing like gelée type of formula here. But ooh, let's see how that goes. Hello, are you gonna focus on me? Ooh. This brush just makes everything a breeze. I mean, it just feels foolproof, you know? Like you just can't go wrong. Because of how the brush is designed, it's like whatever you do, even if you screw it up, you can't, because the bristles are so soft and just beautifully designed and crafted that you, no matter how, even if you try to screw up on purpose, you just can't. And again, if you're not into heavy makeup, if you feel like you have a heavy hand and it never turns out well, it's going to give you a really beautiful light application of color, and perfect, again, if you just want that sheer wash application, which people are like, no, pigmentation. Like when it comes to complexion products, I feel that pigmentation sometimes shouldn't be a priority. And especially when you're combining bronzer and contour, it could end up looking muddy. And the fact that I applied both bronzer and contour here, not looking muddy, just speaks volumes on this brush already. And this is just the first time we're using it. I'm very excited to use this for blush because he says he likes that blush type of effect, like he calls it playing out in the snow. And I'm going to use the new Mel Cosmetics Blush, not new for them, new for me. I just got this in the mail today from their most recent sale. Yes. Originally priced at $22, got it for $13 because I absolutely love Cali Dream and Honey Thief, and I just had to have all of them. So we're going to use this color, and I'm just, okay, he was like, oh, this fits perfectly onto the cheeks. That's... Have I found my favorite blush brush, you guys? And when you apply it, you use the circular motions to further diffuse it out. just lightly tap because I want to place a little bit here on my forehead. I'm having like a double whammy like panic attack because I freaking love Bawdy. I just love how it looks for my no makeup kind of look flush, and the fact that this brush applied it just flawlessly and beautifully, I can't handle. I'm trying to keep my enthusiasm down in terms of reactions. Like, hello, I'm gonna darken you a little bit. I feel like a little too light. Is that better? Oh my god. I managed to pick up Electra, so we're gonna apply this as our highlighter and see how the Holiday brush deals with the highlighting. It's like a nice lavender duochrome shade. So he said you could apply it this way. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna apply it this way, like a pat down type of motion, but the shape of the brush just makes it so easy and ideal for that type of application technique. Like, I love applying my highlight that way. Sometimes I do this, depending on how the brush is designed and shaped. I feel circular motions are more suited for taper type of brushes. But man, let's talk about Electra. Look how fun that color is. Ooh, that's pretty. For a more traditional type of highlight, let's see. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in Mean Money and Hustler, baby. I'm just gonna, take a little bit of both and just apply it on top of Electra. This is, I feel, ideal if you love highlight, but you don't want a whole bunch of it. This is gonna be perfect. Ideal for under the brow bone. It just, because of how the edges are designed, that makes it ideal for that type of placement. Down the bridge of the nose. Beautiful. I am so happy right now. He also mentioned eyeshadow, which I was excited about because I'm into some eyeshadow. I'm gonna place a dot of Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer in the shade Sand, because I actually wanna use this brush as, just for a crease color. I'm just curious, okay? I gotta fix these eyebrows, man, because, I took off the makeup I had on before and I kind of nixed my brow a little bit. All right, what do I have nearby that I could use? Oh, well, I got my Give It To Me Straight Colourpop eyeshadow palette. I had this in my toiletry bag from last night, so I mean, the pans are small for this big brush, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna dab into like these. No, this side. I'm gonna see what that does. I'm gonna just take it on the tip of the brush and just see how that goes on the crease. Now, he actually didn't say you could use this to apply your crease color, but he did say, for instance, let's say, because I got my Sonia Blender Pro on standby, I'm just taking one of the shades from Give It To Me Straight and I'm applying it on my crease first. So let's just say I stopped it there. I'll pull it out a little bit, right? He said you could take a tissue, but I'm not gonna use one. A tissue with the brush, with the color, and just further extend it out. That's pretty. The way this fits into my crease is outstanding. Like, it is so soft and it makes it foolproof. Like, it makes that wing foolproof, that shadow wing anyway. Now, I know I don't have hooded eyes, so maybe that's why I find that this is simple for me to do. If you have hooded eyes, let me know down below if you tried using the brush for this purpose. But that's fun. I like that. I'm gonna give it a quick wipe. And also, he mentioned that you can use this as a finishing powder brush, right? Maybe you want to cut under the cheekbones a little bit. I got my MAC and Patrick Star loose powder. I'm gonna dip in and just create a soft, sharp line. Soft and sharp under, and see how that is just so easy to apply because of how the brush is shaped. Talk about how crazy I look. Let's talk about how that. And let's say you had baking powder all over, you could softly sweep it away with the brush. If you had baking powder under your bronzer and contour, you can buff up to just further diffuse the powders together. Get this brush. You have to get this brush. I didn't get the holiday brush from last year. I can't provide a comparison because I just don't have it. Just from using this brush, how it took us from foundation to finishing. You saw how many ways it can be used and how beautiful the application and the finish is for each step. $48 is expensive, but the number of ways you can use this brush for any of your makeup steps, I feel is well worth the price. And the fact that it's limited edition, like I actually might get another one. I'm not even kidding. I am just so blown away by how soft this brush feels, for how beautifully applied my foundation, my powder, my loose powder, my bronzer, my contour, my blush, my highlight, even my eyeshadow, won't you? Again, Wayne, you never disappoint. I'm a huge Wayne Goss Brush fan. I only have his anniversary too, and I've been wanting to drop some dollars on his eye set as well as his face set. I just haven't yet because, you know, I might have to teach more classes to get those sets. You know, I use his eye brushes non-stop, and I'm just, even for how long I've had them, I'm constantly blown away by how easy they are to use and just how they elevate my makeup experience. Never have I expected that my makeup application technique would improve just from using his brushes. And now whatever brush I use thereafter, I just can make it happen. Even if it's a lower quality brush, for some reason, the tapered shape just helped me refine my blending technique in a way that transcends all my makeup experiences. Like no matter what brush I'm using now, it's all good. Like I got it down, and it's all I feel from using his eye brushes. And also watching his videos and learning how he applies complexion products. I think generally makeup artists apply complexion products very differently from beauty influencers and gurus. I feel the beauty influencer guru sector tends to lay down a lot of makeup, and although it looks beautiful on Instagram, it looks like a little much in real life. And I try to remember, if anyone ever wants me to do their makeup, you know, a friend or someone who hires me on the fly, like people hire me from class because I'm always coming into class with like a face full on, and they're like, can you do my makeup for an event? I'm like, sure. I try to make sure it's more of like a makeup artist application and not an Instagram application, and this brush will make it happen. Like the way he applied the liquid foundation, I thought was flawless, and it gave me the right amount of coverage that was going to even out my skin tone and just create a perfect canvas for further concealing if I need it more so on the blemish spots. And I just love to do this. I mean, I just feel like I'm whipping around powders, and it's not gonna move my makeup. It's not gonna look streaky. It's gonna look smooth, flawless, airbrush, diffuse, and just ethereal. I highly recommend this brush. If you don't have a Wayne Goss face brush and you're deciding which one to get, of course the tapered brushes are always great because you can use those smaller tapered brush. I actually have one over here. Hold on, let me get it. This is the number 2 that came in his anniversary too, so that is indicated by the pink print. Perfect for under the eye, for even diffusing, for applying contour, blusher, highlighter. Is multifunctional like the Holiday, but because this is bigger, it's gonna get product on faster, so keep that in mind. I don't know, man, I love this brush. I would get this over the smaller tapered because the way this feels, I just can't get over it. The design of it is, oh my god, just get this brush, okay? Yes, I'm a Wayne Goss fan, but I feel if I encountered a brush that was I would tell you. But just from this experience and demo alone, and this is my first time, so I do consider this a first impressions, but I was trying to really hone in on my experience and my observations to deliver you a sound review and just sound feedback of this brush to justify the price. The $48 is justifiable, and the fact that Beautylish offers free shipping with just a $35 purchase, the $48 purchase is gonna put you way over the threshold, and they'll send it to you for free from California. I mean, you can't get better than that. I mean, they use a lot of tissue paper. If you're concerned with the environmental effects, just make sure you recycle the paper. But other than that, man, I could just do this all day. I cannot wait to do my makeup again, and by far the best step out of all of these was the blush step. I was not ready for how beautifully that blush would apply, and given how much of a loud color that is, Bawdy, perfect. You just smile and it's there. it's there. You don't need to do anything else. You place it there, you circle it around a little more to get it to fuse and blend it, but you don't even have to. Oh my god, I am so happy that I purchased this right away. And again, I actually might get another because I am blown away by my experience. I absolutely love how multifunctional it is and just how flawless it applies the makeup across the board, from, like he said, liquid, cream, and powder. And the fact that I was able to switch between those mediums so easily and not have the powders be affected by the liquids by the creams, and vice versa, I mean, outstanding. Let me know if you picked up your Wayne Goss Holiday 2018 special edition brush. If you've been using it, have you been loving it, your feedback about it, and we'll take it from there. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another tutorial, demo, chit chat, or review. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.